Hello ladybirds, how lovely to be able to share a story with you. I hope that you remember me, or my face at least. I'm Rev Margaret. You met me when you came into the little church to do the christening of our Dolly from school. Well, it's lovely to share a story with you. We're going to hear about someone who knows lots about the weather we're having at the moment. It's been very, very wet here in New Toxeter. Lots of rain, and I think up and down the country it's been very, very wet as well. Maybe you've had an opportunity to go out in your Wellingtons and have a muddy puddle time, or a splash in a puddle, or maybe you've been like me and preferred to stay in and just look at it outside. But I'm going to introduce you to Noah's Ark, this lovely book that I've found. Old Man Noah was a very good man. Here he is in the book here. He loved God and always listened to what God told him. God loved Noah because he was good. But God was not happy with the rest of the people. Look at these folk. Oh no, they didn't listen and they behaved very badly. One day God said to Noah, he says, I'm going to flood the earth to wash it clean. Build a wooden ark and make sure it will not leak. Now, an ark was a type of boat, okay? God said to Noah, take your family and two of every kind of animal into the ark. Bring plenty of food for everyone. In 7 days, I will make it rain. So Noah did as God told him. Noah had some sons, some big boys. They were called Shem, Ham and Japheth, and they helped Noah. They chopped down trees and they hammered in pegs. They sawed big planks. Wonder if you have ever helped mummy or daddy doing bits of DIY, as we call it, in the house, or watched them doing things. Well, these, Noah and his sons, they painted the ark so that it wouldn't leak. They all worked very hard until the ark was finished. Wow. But there was no time for them to rest. They might have finished the job, but there was no time to rest, because next they had to go and collect 2 of every kind of animal. It wasn't easy. Now, we have 2 pussycats, and trying to find those sometimes is difficult when they're doing their own thing. But imagine trying to find elephants and ducks and rabbits, and I wonder what other animals you can see on there. Well, they had to find 2 of every kind, and 2 by 2 the animals crept or slithered as well, because the snake's down here, or plodded or hopped onto the ark. Maybe you want to, at the end of the story, do your impression of an animal that maybe went into the ark. They made a terrible noise, and when they were all inside, God shut the doors. Sure enough, after 7 days, it began to rain. Drip, drop. The rain didn't stop. The water rose and lifted the ark. Look at that. You see the animals looking out of the bits of windows. For 40 days and for 40 nights, it rained. Even the highest mountains were flooded. Inside the ark it was dark. All the animals squashed together, and they made a terrible noise. And oh, it was so smelly. Phew. Well, the noises, squawks and moo and oink oink and ah, meow, woof. You can think of it, quack quack, tweet tweet. Oh, it was just so noisy. But Noah trusted God and knew that they were all safe and dry. For another 150 days, the earth was flooded. and washed clean. But God did not forget Noah and his ark. Drip, drop, the rain did stop. Then God sent a wind and the flood went down. Finally, the ark landed on the top of the highest mountain. Oh, look at those giraffes. Look at the sheep down here. Slowly the water went down and down, and Noah opened the window and saw other mountain tops. He sent out a dove. See the little white dove there? But the dove soon flew back. Then a week later, Noah sent out the dove again. This time it flew back carrying a twig in its beak. Noah waited another week and sent out the dove again, and this time it didn't fly back at last because the dove had found dry land. Then God said to Noah, "It's safe to come out now." So 2 by 2 the animals came out of the ark into the beautiful sunshine. Oh, look how happy they all look. Well, maybe not. One's having a growl there. Noah thanked God for keeping them all safe. "Thank you," says Noah. And after that, God made a promise to Noah, never to flood the earth again. And as a sign of this lovely promise, God made a colourful rainbow in the sky. And we can be reminded about rainbows, that lovely, lovely rainbow. We can be reminded of God's promise that he will never flood the earth, which is why sometimes when we've had lots of rain, we might see a rainbow in the sky. I wonder what colours are in the rainbow. And I wonder if you've seen rainbows in people's windows recently. Maybe there's one in yours, maybe there's not. And maybe you'd like to colour in a new rainbow as we say thank you to our teachers and to our nurses and doctors and to our parents and everybody who's keeping us safe at the moment. We may want to do a rainbow. We may want to go and draw our favourite animals and drawing 2 of them. And we might want to write a little bit about something to do with our story today. Lovely to see you, ladybirds, and I look forward to seeing you in school very soon. Bye bye.